Popular man.
All right, guys, this is Bruce with What Are You Doing? So we're looking at another Kendrag singles live, and this chick is, I don't know, man. She different, and when I say different, I mean extraterrestrial different. She different. Y'all check this out, and I'm gonna be skipping around this video because I don't want this video to be too long, guys.
Not really popular, no, heck no, because I don't want him running around like we said before. Like I don't want him having all type of friends, but I at least want him to have a good name. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay. So should he look a certain way?
He should have good hygiene and keep yourself like confidence is the look for me. So like if he doesn't necessarily have it physically, his spirit will be attractive to me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. And money, you don't have a, so he can make $20,000 and have a dream, and that's fine with you?
Oh yeah, well I mean, let's be honest, Kendra, I do want a rich man, but I was just letting you
Well, no,
know.
well, don't, well, how about, no, honey. Jamie, you be honest. I'm asking you the questions. You the one over here giving me nursery rhyme answers, a dollar and a dream child. We grown folks. I asked
Well,
you
hold
how
on
much
with the
money you
nursery
got to
rhyme
me.
because I'm nervous, Kendra. I can't
Well,
help it. You
okay,
a big
but
star. I see
listen,
you everywhere. You on
nervous, but
TV.
listen, Jamie, honey, and I'll be honest. I'm gonna tell y'all this is a TikTok show. It took me a whole 2 hours to figure out how to make the screen split. So my patience
I
probably
was here
isn't
with
as
you.
long, and it's late as hell. So I'm
And
gonna apologize. I'm gonna apologize, but at the same time, Jamie, I don't got time for these little kid games. I asked you, do he got to make a certain amount of money? You said a dollar and a dream. I said I raised your dollar to $20,000, and then now you say you want somebody rich. Tell me what you want, girl. Do you got to make a
I,
certain amount of money?
I like somebody with some money, girl. I like somebody that can take care of me and my family and promote the dreams that I have. But all I'm saying is I serve a big God, and so I can take a vision and turn it into. I told you I'm an entrepreneur.
That's why I said, okay, but Jamie, I said, with that being said,
All right, guys, I didn't have my mic pulled next to me just a while ago when I made the comment. Um, this is Bruce with What Are You Doing? We looking at another Kendrag singles live, and this lady is, I want to say crazy, but weird. I said she was different, and I mean extraterrestrial different. You never seen this before. So you guys check this out.
would you date a man that made 20K and had a dream?
Absolutely.
Okay. So date a man that has 20K in a dream. Let's do the Kendra cam. That's when you stand up and we see your full body.
Kendra, you got to hold on. Let me get myself. Hold on now. Hold on, okay? Oh God, I don't even know how I'm gonna set you up. Can you see?
So we got to see your legs.
Why you gotta see? Did you see?
Okay, we gonna live with it. So if you just tuned in, this is Jamie, Tennessee, independent
seem like she
contractor,
high,
36,
man.
no kids, Gemini. She's
36,
looking
no
for a
kids.
friend, but in this friendship that you have with her, you can't date nobody else. You only can date her. Don't expect sex because you guys are just friends. I don't get this. I'm all for, listen, I'm all for not having sex unless you're in a relationship. But I feel like these rules from the beginning, this is where women miss out. Like, don't give, if you're not exclusive, then you shouldn't give anybody exclusively your time. Now, I'm not saying having sex, so let's be clear. But until a man locks you down and says we're in a relationship, you should take coffee breaks. You shouldn't be like he's not your man. So why do you have to control if he talks to somebody else or even has sex with somebody else? And those are things that you're willingly saying you don't want to do, and you just get to meet this man.
Well, everybody has their own opinion. I was just raised by a grandmother who, she was part of the church, and she has a very respected name worldwide, everywhere. And I want that. I want to do the same thing she did, which was maintain my respect and my integrity, lay down my boundaries and my laws. And there is people out there that'll follow behind it.
Okay, so have you dated them?
I've seen a few people that are
No,
okay.
I
So
actually, no, I said, have you dated these people?
yeah, there was a white guy that I dated that was, down with everything that I'm saying and everything.
You
I
should
was
have
young
stayed with him.
then, and so it
How
just
young were
didn't.
you?
Huh?
How young were you?
Um, if my memory serves me correctly, I dated him around 23.
You were 23 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So 13 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been 13 years since you found a man to date you in this way?
I haven't been in a relationship since 2018. So
So again, I'm just asking you clear questions. So it's been so in the last 13 years, you haven't been able to find a man to date you in the way you just said?
no, I'm not saying that. You asked me if I've dated
No,
one. Yeah.
no, I'm asking you clear. Let's be clear. I'm asking you, have you found,
I've
because you
seen a
said
lot
that
of
you're,
brothers. I've seen a lot of
She
brothers.
not
Yes.
no,
asking
no,
you,
Somebody
did
I
you
didn't say
see it?
seen. I'm asking you, have
Mhm.
you dated a man that was willing to follow these rules that you have? I'm just asking.
It's-
Absolutely. But
So
does
what
that mean
happened
that
with,
I'm just gonna go for does that mean that
okay, we're asking questions. I'm just trying to
okay.
get to the root. So you dated men who were willing to just be friends, not
Mm-hmm.
talk to anybody else, and not have sex during your friendship, right?
Mm-hmm.
What
That were
happened? What happened with those men?
people that were serious about what they want and willing to, take the chance to give a little bit of time to investigate what's going on and what's behind these desires, right? Or I found people like that. What happened? Okay, so with John, I dated. I told you I was really young,
Man, this
right?
chick here throwed off,
The other
man.
guys, they all up in church doing their thing and everything. You got you can't really, you can't really
No,
express.
listen, Jamie. I want you brought up one person. You don't got to tell me names because you keep the names to yourself. I'm just asking. You said John, and you said John was
Don't
your.
nobody know who John is.
Okay, that's fine. You said John, and that was when you were 23 years old. You're now 36. I'm asking you, when was the last time you had a dynamic like this of a man that was willing to only talk to you in friendship, not have sex with anybody else, nor date anybody else as he was talking to you? You said that you've had that. So who else have you had that with in the last 13 years?
Okay,
Nobody.
so now we digging,
Stop lying.
right?
Man,
We like
no,
real
No,
live digging, like
man, let me tell you something. Listen, man. When y'all talk about, when y'all women talk about weirdo men, when y'all talk about weirdo men, this is definitely a weirdo woman. She wants somebody she wants somebody to be her friend. Now, I don't know what the definition of that is. She wants somebody to be her friend, but this man cannot date anybody else, but she just wanted to be her friend. No sex is involved, none of that. She said no sex. And she want this man, he can't date anybody, he can't be talking to another female. And I don't know what planet this idiot comes from, but and I'm calling her idiot because I don't know if she's drunk, if she done smoked some weed, or she done did something because she's slow right now. She really slow, and I don't know what she like if she ain't on something, but she seems really slow and very argumentative. Very argumentative. The man can have a doll in a dream. Then she turn around and say she want a rich man because she want a man to take care of her and her family. Ain't no rich man gonna take care of your family. I mean, unless he really, 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 really like you, and you're weird. This lady is out of her body, man. And I'm gonna be honest with you. This this type of back and forth is really irritating. So I'm gonna let it keep playing and just let y'all hear it.
I'm trying to figure out. I mean, because I can tell you, I got somebody, and I don't have the, I don't have to name drop it, as you could say. I could give you the exact. I could, express. I mean, I could tell you who that person was, right? But the thing about it is, I feel like it's not really. It's leading up to me being wrong about the fact that there's people in this world that
I'm
have
not,
the
no,
same.
Jamie, first of all, you're using words right or wrong. I'm asking information.
This chick is
So I'm
crazy.
just asking you about your life experience. So let's be clear. You're adding the words.
What Kevin Samuels used to say about women wanting to be right, needing to be right. Now she talking to another woman, but to a man it's even worse. You know what I'm saying? To a man it's even worse. But she gets irritated a few times in this video, so y'all keep checking it out. And if she ain't crazy to you, go ahead and tell me in the comments.
Right or wrong, I'm asking you clear questions about your life experience.
But I
You're
told
the
you about
one
my life
that's
experience.
hesitating on just giving me answers. And
I'm
I'm
not.
asking you,
I gave you an answer, but now we
John.
digging.
Hold up, but real quick, because I'm trying to understand your point of view. You told me John, when you were 23, was willing to be your friend, talk to you and only you, not talk to nobody else, nor have sex with anybody else. I'm just asking you, have you ever dated another man that also was willing to agree to those rules?
Oh no.
Of
John
course you
was
didn't.
like, I haven't dated anyone since 2018, and he wasn't like John. And John was, when I was 23. So no, I haven't dated any. Like I answered that before.
No, you told me that there were men, because here's the deal. I want to say this, and I want to be clear. I don't think women, if you want a relationship, right? If you want a relationship, you shouldn't have sex until you're in a relationship. But when you're dating, you're dating. And this is where women use dating at times and they make it a relationship. And 9 times out of the 10, as you get to date more, you're starting to learn, okay, can I be with this woman exclusively? Can I be with this person exclusively? But some men may still be taking coffee dates, or probably was dating a woman when they met you. Doesn't mean that they won't get there. So you said at the beginning you wanted a friend who doesn't talk to other women, nor has sex with other women, and doesn't want to have sex with you either. And you want him to be ambitious and a lot of things. So I was just asking from your own experience if you ever dated a guy like that. And I think the answer is no, other than John when you were 23.
Oh yeah, that's correct. But but then you also asked me, have I came encounter
No,
with
you
No,
said,
she
have you,
didn't.
I never asked you about
No,
seeing.
at
she
church?
didn't.
The
No,
answer
No,
you
was
she
brought that
didn't.
a
up.
whole
You
lot
said,
of them.
hold on real quick. I want to be clear.
Who
You said
cares who
you've
you
seen
see
it.
doing it?
Dating is not one size fit all. Dating is very a unique experience for every individual. Every black woman doesn't date the same. Every white woman doesn't date the same. So you bringing up other people, that was you saying you see it, and that could be true. But I was asking about your particular experience, because that's what matters. And we got to learn that. You got to learn what your dating experience is, because you can watch people from the sideline all day, but it doesn't mean that you're going to get that same dating experience. So I was just completely asking about your dating experience.
Well, it's only because I don't jump off the porch like that. I believe that coming on here was like my first, attempt to try to see where they at, and then involve myself. Other than that, like I told you, I seen them in church, but I'm not getting ready to step to nobody in church. I'm there to serve the Lord. I'm there to worship the Lord. So I don't step off the porch. It's been since 2018.
Okay, you did serve the Lord, but don't church events got church events? Y'all have, the churches I go to, they always have events. So when you there, you can't talk. And listen, you definitely should meet a man
What
in
you be
church.
doing at church, Kendra?
What
you doing at the events?
let's be real now. I don't got time again. I told you I live in the real world.
This chick
When you
is
gonna
crazy,
when you
man.
gonna then?
She crazy.
You want to meet him in the club? The man in the club ain't gonna have these type of dealings. So I know y'all believe in Jesus, but Jesus and men are not the same. And I think some people in church gotta learn this. A man is a man and Jesus is Jesus. And faith without works is dead for all my church people. Now I know you got God on your side, but now you also have to understand that a man is not Jesus. And if you want a man, you gotta learn about men. And what you're saying is you want a celibate man that's gonna be your friend, ain't gonna talk to no other girls just while y'all in the friendship, child. So you better go to a church picnic and be cute in your church outfit and be getting to know these church men if you want you somebody.
So let me ask you a question. Is what do they classify thirsty women as? Because you telling me that when I go
This
out
chick
there
is
and I put
crazy,
myself
man.
on the market, I should be like, yo, this is what's happening. You get everything you want as long as you say you my boyfriend. When we say
I didn't say you're not
stupid,
hearing me
man.
at all.
So
You're not
stupid.
hearing me at all. That's what you got from it. First of all,
So stupid.
I said, don't have sex until you're in a relationship.
How could you take somebody like this to dinner and have a rational conversation with them? And I mean rational, just a rational conversation. This lady here is so confused, man. And I hope it's either liquor or she didn't smoke some weed or something. Hope that's really what it is, because this chick is slow, man.
Relationship, right? You might even have a marriage thing. So
That's what I'm saying. So as soon as we say we in a relationship, then I have to give him some nookie.
listen, you can
Who acts like a third grader like this? Who acts like a third grader like this? Just because we commit to each other, you have to give me. No, you ain't got to give me nothing. Because first of all, just being honest about it. If we sitting up there talking, and listen, I'm not bringing sex up like that on no first date. I'm not bringing up no sex. But here's the thing. If we are talking about sex, and then you say, "Well, I'm gonna be celibate until I'm married," I promise you that'd be the last date. Because it's no sense in wasting time with you. It's no sense in wasting time with you. Don't nobody have no time to be playing like that. And I'm gonna tell y'all, like, I don't go from woman to woman like that. I just don't. But if I'm sitting here in front of you and I'm talking to you and you tell me that, it's over. I'm done with you. Don't nobody have no time to be playing them type of games with you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not saying I'm running around, when I was a single man running around just poking everything. No, that's not even the case. I don't even do it like that. But what I'm saying is, you got a serious man sitting in front of you, and then you're going to start talking, you're going to say something like that. I mean, look, it's going to do one or two things. It's going to either turn that other person off, or they're going to deal with it. And for me to think that I'm going to be dealing with this person, and there's no possibility of it. There's no. You're telling me that I'm not having sex until we get married. Okay, listen. I know that's the way it's supposed to be done. I do understand that. But man, that ain't happening today. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not telling the young men that's actually doing it the right way and doing it that way. All I'm saying is, if it was me, and I didn't have a whole bunch of a whole bunch of women in my life. So I'm not that one. But I ain't gonna sit there and you gonna tell me like you trying to play game. I mean, ain't nobody playing no games. Knock it off. Just knock it off. Because basically women, and I'm gonna tell guys this: if they really like you, it's gonna happen. If they don't really like you like that, you ain't gonna get it. You gonna be the one that don't get it. But she'll go on a date with somebody tomorrow, the next day, and they'll get it. So don't even waste your time with women like this. And I'm just telling people, don't waste your time, because there's got too many people out here playing too many games.
yeah, overall, what I'm saying is
Look at
you
her
were
face.
having a lot of restrictions for a man that's just your friend. And I felt like that to me for a
So
man is unrealistic. If you're just friends, then you're just friends. He can still date other people. He can still get to know other people because you're just friends. You're not even his girlfriend. So why is that going to bother you that he is still figuring out and doing things when you are just a friend? That's what I'm really trying to get
No,
you
no,
to
no,
understand.
I get it, and I agree with you here. I shouldn't put stipulations on men. If I don't have any intentions, if I shouldn't like try to test him like a sample and then contract them into my endeavor. I shouldn't have a contract just because you want to be my friend, right? If that makes sense.
it don't make sense.
Basically,
It don't make
I'm
sense.
looking for a person with my.
Don't know what you
If I
just
can
said.
think it, somebody else can think it too, and that's just what I'm looking for. Somebody that respects herself well enough to say, "I'm gonna give you the
Somebody that
time to
respect
figure you
themselves.
out, and I'm gonna be focused on you, but I'm not gonna sign you up for no type of contract because we are friends. But I want to see if we can get along. I want to see what you do, in your lifestyle. I just want to see what's going on."
Okay, now I agree with this. So are you saying now while he's getting to know you, you're fine with him having other female friends that he's also getting to know?
No, I'm not saying that.
You
I'm
need
saying I
therapy.
shouldn't do that. But
You need therapy.
I'm standing on business. Like there's people
You can
like me
stand
out
on
here in this
whatever you
world,
want
but
to
I
stand on.
understand
You
that
can stand on the water.
I understand, that if it does happen, I ain't gonna have no fit or whatever,
It's
and be
gonna
like,
happen.
oh, matter of fact, what you do is already what you did is just condition my heart for to be prepared. Like if it happens, that's the way that people think.
And that's not
And
even
I
her
guess I'm an
boyfriend. Man, get
alien or
out of here with
something.
that stupidity.
But I ain't
Well,
gonna, it
I
ain't gonna
think
be a
this.
Get
surprise
out of
because
here.
Kendra already told me that's how people is.
Well, no,
But
let
I'm
me
not
say
about
this.
that.
Let's get deeper to it. there's some men out there that may have your ideology, but they also don't have options, right? So there's usually the men y'all don't really want.
There
You
you
can
go.
find a man that's not going to talk to nobody else,
There you go.
not going to want to date nobody else, but he probably doesn't even have more options.
That's so sad.
Well, it's the reality. I need to have real talk conversations with people. So the kind of guy that you describe got a lot of women, more than likely, if this is a sensational man, that people want. So he has to therefore, want to be with you in that way. I'm not saying it's impossible. So I want to get that across. But I just feel like to have that, you're literally having an exclusivity restrictions on a guy who's not
36-year-old
even your
woman
boyfriend.
talking
Like
like
you
this.
went on record saying, I just want a friend.
36.
But my friend includes you can't talk to nobody else, you can't have sex with nobody else, and you only got to get to know me. But we're only friends.
Let me rephrase that. You can do whatever you want to do. I would like for you to respect yourself and take time to figure out what you want. Do what you want to do. Let me see what's up.
How about here's the real play. Be too busy in your life to know what he doing when he not with you until he's your man.
Oh,
He
I'm
ain't your
definitely.
man, so first of all, you're not gonna know what he doing because you busy in your life, or you might be on a coffee date, or you might be doing something else. So you don't have to give him restrictions because you are living your own life. And he's gonna have to know if he really wants to lock you down, he's gonna lock you down before somebody else does. So you don't gotta give nobody restrictions. You can lay out what you desire, what you wanna be, and go about your life. Don't be focusing on him, focus on you. But let's continue. So when was your last relationship, Jamie?
All right, so I didn't have a relationship. All right, I broke my celibacy accidentally 2 months ago.
What I just said, guys. I wanted to curse so bad just now. What did I just say? See, this chick right here, she couldn't sit in front of. Matter of fact, it wouldn't make it past the phone. So when she started talking stupid like this, I'd have just hung up in her face. Don't nobody have no time to be playing no games. I just don't have no time. I don't have a minute to even play on the phone with you like that. You know what I'm saying? So this right here, man, this is what I'm talking about. She gonna tell a guy she's not really into. Um, I'm celibate. I haven't had sex in 10 years, which she lied about that, I'm sure. I haven't had sex in 10 years and this and that. And then a guy pops up that she knew. Get the cooter. And look, man, if guys, by the time you hit 40, if you don't have no understanding about nothing, don't just be letting the women play with you like that. Cause people don't have time to be playing like that. It's too many women out here. And I've always said that it's too many, to be sitting in front of something weird like this. Cause this wouldn't even got past the phone call. This chick is thrown off. Now watch what she about to say.
How long was you celibate for?
Huh?
I said, how long was you celibate for?
That's not necessary, but I'm just letting you know that I had a situation on an accident. I thought, that once we like start feeling each other, and if we accidentally do that, then it's forever. That's the reason why there's no more
So
sex.
stupid.
Because if you slip up, and I'm thinking it's forever, and I'm telling all my business,
How you
but
think it's forever if you're not married?
because like I said, if we having relationship and we locked in, like if I'm
Did he agree to that?
He did mention
He didn't
it.
agree
He
to
did
it.
ask me for a
He didn't
ring, but
agree
I was
to
like,
it.
he did ask me for a ring.
He asked you for a ring?
He asked me, did I, want the ring? He said, I will go buy you a ring. He said that for like weeks.
So why didn't you just
after
lock
having
down with
sex
this guy
you
then?
one time, man, get out of here.
Well, I just didn't really, it happened so fast that I didn't really get comfortable with the person he was. I wasn't too in love. My spirit wasn't with it. Like his character, everything else was cool. That's why I said the physical will mess you up because you'll keep on, you'll stay in something but then I found out he was like real life crazy.
Oh my!
How long did you know him before you slipped up?
Here we go.
7 8 months.
So in 7, 8 months, y'all didn't do anything, and you didn't know he was crazy in 7 and 8 months?
we work together. We ain't on that type of time. Like when I kicked it with like we work together, it's high and by, ha ha ha. It's funny, you know, on the
So you
lunch.
slept with him. He
Can't.
It
wasn't
wasn't
even
even
y'all
in a
wasn't y'all
relationship.
wasn't dating then. It
It
just
wasn't
something
even in
happened one
dating.
night.
Well, we got breakfast. We got
No,
breakfast
I'm
one day.
asking
Cause
you a question. Did y'all date for 7, 8 months, or did you just know
no,
him? Okay,
no.
so it was a guy that you knew, but y'all wasn't dating, and then y'all slipped up and things happened.
Yeah, I didn't even like him like that or nothing like that. I wasn't even attracted. He's cute. Don't get me wrong. I wasn't attracted to him, but he kept coming at me. I was just like, you know, whatever.
So after you slept with him, you wanted to marry him because you guys had sex.
I didn't want to marry him. I told you he wanted to give me the ring.
You just wait. You just told me that you were told that once you slept with a person, that's supposed to be a forever thing. That's what you said.
Exactly. Exactly. But like I said, I didn't get to know. Listen, his character wasn't like. That's what I'm saying. We can't do that because that will get you twisted up. Listen. If the next person, I'm so sorry, the next person that I'm gonna give myself to, because it's such a, it will blind you and it will make you blinded to all the things that comes with the person, right? So that's why I don't, because
After you slept with him, you wanted to marry him because you guys had sex.
I didn't want to marry him. I told you he wanted to give me the ring.
You just told me that you were told that once you slept with a person, that's supposed to be a forever
Why
thing.
this
That's what you
rewind
said.
like this rewind like
Exactly.
that?
But like I said, I didn't get to know. Listen, his character wasn't like. That's what I'm saying. We can't do that because that will get you twisted up. Listen. If the next person, I'm so sorry, the next person that I'm gonna give myself to, because it's such a, it will blind you and it will make you blinded to all the things that comes with the person, right? So that's why I don't, because I missed it. Like we went to breakfast,
Man, she
something
talking around
happened.
in circles.
Next thing I know, you know, we 2 or 3 weeks into a crazy relationship, and I'm thinking, oh yeah, this is wonderful. It's, you know, just because we did the double ring thing, but that's not what it was at all. He was actually really, my spirit didn't agree with it. I'm like, dang. So we locked in like this. I mean, the stuff is really good, right? It's really freaking great. Like probably the best I've ever had in my life. But you're really sick in the head,
And you
and
are.
that don't add. Like we can't.
You're
It's
right.
wrong for you to lock me in.
2 sick people.
You know, spiritually doing that thing when your mind isn't right, and I didn't know that about you. So no, I need to know first. That's why we gotta be friends, and that's why that can't happen first. See what I'm saying?
So okay, just so now, do you want to be celibate until your wedding night?
Listen, like marriage to me doesn't require a piece of paper or anything like that. Marriage to me is we have an agreement, right? So celibate to my wedding night, that could be any time during the relationship when we agree that we, you know, are for each other, and that this is something that you
You
want to
throw
do
it
for
off, man.
life. Does that make sense?
It does not make sense. It absolutely does not make sense. So right now, guys, I'm gonna stop this video. But I'm not gonna even do a second part. I'll actually edit it where it'll be in a second this second part. I'll put it in, it'll just start into the second part. But I I fell asleep on this chick, man. I'm sitting up here doing a video and fell asleep. But I'll connect the next part to it. It won't be no, it won't be no cuts or nothing like that. So man, I gotta get out of here. I gotta go to bed. Tired. So I wasn't even supposed to do this tonight, but I watched this video and watched this lady, man, and she throwed off, bro. I just feel like this is one of the extreme ones. Something is really wrong with this lady. So anyway, she definitely needs therapy. But I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Like I said, part 2. I'll probably cut this part out anyway, a little bit of this out, and and we'll connect the second one. Y'all be cool. Talk to y'all on the next one.